Today's video is about YouTube creator Hailey Reese. My first love of a YouTube creator. She is the Halloween queen, and I'll be talking about why I love her so much and why you should be watching her too. Hang on, we'll get right to that. Hello, I'm WendyMichelle Thompson. Welcome to my channel. I have a lot of things on my channel, and you may think that none of it really connects, but it really does. Everything from exercise, nutrition, scripture time, spending time in God's Word, family, fun type things, even a playlist like this one where I talk about my favorite YouTube creators and why they are, and lots of other things. It just all comes together because it is all about your complete emotional, spiritual well-being. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. The same with my daughter Zoe, and this is just the perfect time to do a Hailey Reese shout out. I want to tell you a little bit about her channel. This is something that I have wanted to include on my channel, my favorite YouTube creators, whether they be for entertainment, educational purposes. They just make you laugh. They help you learn things that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. All kinds of crazy information that, you know, if you're ever on a game show, will come in nice and handy. But really, she has been one of my favorite creators for over 3 years when I first started watching YouTube videos and found out there was more to it than looking up music. Her channel is about the paranormal, supernatural, Halloween, conspiracy theories, all kinds of ghost stories, true hauntings, investigations where she goes on location to places in Canada. She is a Canadian and has moved to the United States, but investigations, the stories from her own life where she has had some crazy ghost stories, and a lot of times she includes her mother, her grandma, her cousin, her boyfriend. She collabs with other ghost hunters. It's just very fascinating to watch. She knows so much about the paranormal, and she keeps up with all the games that you see online that people are playing, not necessarily anything that she wants anyone to try or do, because as you know, what is out there may not be good for you to play. So with that being said, let's just start off this Halloween video with a little more about Hailey Reese. I have always been interested in watching ghost shows, a haunting. I watch shows with my brother. He and I would go to Blockbuster Video and get those big DVD type rental machines and watch the old classic things with Vincent Price and Bela Lugosi. And I just have always loved watching that type of stuff. And Zoe loves it, and a few of my other kids are really into it too. So we really have loved Halloween, and it was cool to find someone on YouTube that was just so into it. Now you're going to find a lot of creators on YouTube that are very much caught up into the different things and topics that Hailey talks about. But with Hailey, she is just this beautiful inside and out person. I'm not saying the other people are not, but I'm just saying she puts light on her channel. And it's all about, she always starts her videos with, "Hi, my angels." And goes on into what she's been doing lately, whether it's ghost hunting or this or that, but she just doesn't really ever disappoint. There have been topics that she has covered. I had never heard of certain types of monsters and childlike spirits, and I don't know, even with being my age, tons and tons and tons of material, and she just knows it like the back of her hand. I myself grew up being aware of the spiritual world around me, and that continues into my adulthood, and it wasn't anything that I really wanted to base my whole channel on, but I am interested in putting my different experiences up, which also happened to my friends that were with me or my children that were with me. It for sure happened, and some things have just blown my mind. And so skeptics may look at her channel and say, that can't be real, she's making it up. No, it's her reality, and it did happen to her. You can be skeptic all you want, but it has been her reality, and she has Grams, her grandmother, to completely back her up. Grams had a house that Hailey and her mother grew up in, and there was just all kinds of hauntings going on with that. I was just so fascinated with hearing all the different stories of her childhood and what she sort of noticed and other people didn't notice. That's how her whole life has been. So it's really brave of her to come out and do a channel completely focused on that, or some people are gonna say, right, whatever, she's crazy or this or that. And that's what I love about her, because she says, you know, let's do everything in kindness, love one another, remember not to get caught up in the dark stuff. She truly enforces being of light in the world to other people, being of light to those who are caught in darkness. And that is a part of her paranormal investigations as well. So if she feels like something is not of God or light, then she doesn't want any part of it. And there are a lot of online games. You can research them. I mean, it's not just, say, playing with the Ouija board and that type of thing. All kinds of different things that people post, they try and do. And she warns you, okay, if there's light, there's also the opposite, there's darkness. And so that is one thing that I find is amazing. Her her viewers write in about their experiences and tell her different things that they have gone through, and she'll investigate it, or they'll say, hey, could you do a video on this? And if it's highly suggested over and over and over in her viewers' comments or in emails that they've sent her, she will research it and do videos on them. So it is, if you love your little ghosty stories and haunted and the things that go bump in the night and conspiracy theories, she has stuff on fairies, just a huge gamut of topics that if you love that type of thing. And we really have missed out this year, 2020, of any kind of scary movies coming out because of COVID, and no movies coming out and about. So I wanted to showcase her because it's Halloween, the perfect time to give a shout out to one of my favorite creators. She is, like I said, a lovely person inside and out. And she is just, I'm not saying she doesn't have faults. She does. We all have faults. But you can tell that she just has a very loving and kind soul. And she presents all this stuff with a smile on her face and gives it to you raw, what she's experienced, what others have experienced. And she's not a skeptic on anything that people send her that she reads, because she knows what it's like. I know what it's like to try to tell someone, oh, I've had this or that happen, and people are like, really? Other people are completely fascinated with it because they believe. So a big motto of her channel is, we believe in the unbelievable. And so I last checked, she has 1.16 million subscribers, and it's just going to continue to grow. If you have not watched her channel, it's HaileyReese.com. I'll put down all information about her below in the description links. And I hope everyone has had a wonderful, happy Halloween. It's definitely been an odd one. It's been a weird year. We didn't even know if trick-or-treating would be taking place. We did wear masks the whole time we were out. A lot of places that we would go to, they were closed. Favorite little haunts and things like that around here to do on Halloween or all during the month of October, they were closed. You know, just because of COVID, and that's understandable. But if you're like me, you can get your little ghosty fix or Halloween fix or horror films. I mean, she talks about everything: haunted dolls, haunted objects, things that possibly can attach them to you, things to stay away from. You read these games on the internet, you don't know what you're getting into. And exactly, for example, maybe you play around with a Ouija board. Well, you may think it's all fun and games because nothing happens, but honestly, you do not know when something will come into your life based on that experience. Some people play around with something like that one time and never do it again because they are hit with horrible, horrible consequences and things that just really are not right. It's truly, truly scary. But so I was talking about how Hailey does her 31 days of Halloween. She does something in December, her Reesemas, the 25 days. She'll do something that involves Christmas and of course spooky stuff along with Christmas. But that's just something that she goes above and beyond on with her channel, that her true fans just love her for. And I hope, if anything, you guys will check her out, especially if you like the spooky stuff. If you don't, that's okay. I will be bringing up different YouTube creators that I just absolutely love, just like Hailey. Like I said, it's Halloween. It seemed like the perfect time to bring her up. I do have a bit of her merch. This is one that I got from last year. My Halloween lasts 31 days, and that's in reference of her 31 days of Halloween. This year, I got Zoe, one of her little ghosties, and it has the name Hailey Reese on the back, and I got a Hailey Reese sweatshirt saying believe on one sleeve. It has her name, Hailey Reese. I do highly support my favorite YouTube creators, and you will see me wearing their merch because they made a big impact on me, and made me want to do a YouTube channel myself. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you would like having some more content that is like this, things that I have experienced, like I said, spooky stories. Give me a thumbs up. If you have enjoyed this video, as you can see from the different things that I have on my new channel, it is completely different from anything else that I have. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you can receive notifications of whenever I upload. I'll have quite a few different things up this week that are different from what I have been putting up. I will be continuing the Time with God series, and I think it's very important to put in the fun stuff like the favorite YouTube creators and why. My next one will be on Kelly Stamps. She is phenomenal, and I almost have that video complete. And actually, I recorded the first part of it probably 3.5 months ago. She has grown so much since then. And I realized, wow, there's these other videos talking about Kelly. And I'm like, wow, I need to get mine out there, because I did start with that first one before she hit the 50K mark. And then now at this point, she may have already hit it. She's right at 500,000 subscribers, but I just want to include them because it is entertainment that we so need right now. It is good content that I love, and I want to share that with you guys. And I want to give you the variety of the types of things that I watch. I love JP Sears. I love Pierre XO. There's just so many different ones, and they are, you know, comical, stress relief, funny content that is just very, very deep and intelligent, especially when we're talking about JP. I mean, you think he's going to be joking around, but some of his videos, he gets really deep. I love his ultra spiritual thing and all that, but yep, he does go way deep and make me think, and that's the kind of content that I like watching. I'll also include other people along the way, YouTube subscribers that have done really well and are teaching, actually teaching and giving tips, so that if you want to jump in and start your own channel, I highly recommend the ones that I'll be doing videos on. Guys, I hope you had a wonderful Halloween. I know we really didn't know if much was going to be going on. It was very different from years past, but I'm just thankful we were able to do it and go out and have a little fun. Let me know if you guys did something for Halloween, and what your little kids, your older kids dressed up like. I love seeing pictures. Post those. Would love to see them. And as always, I want to thank each one of you for catching my channel and looking or checking it out, so to speak. I so appreciate each one of my subscribers. I think I hit 12 the other day, and I love each one of you. Thank you so much. And I appreciated number 1, and number 2, and 12. If you don't appreciate the ones that you have when you're small and growing, you're definitely not going to appreciate it when you hit higher numbers. And I just think that those that go ahead and push that subscribe button and want to know when your videos are up, they are golden and they should be treated as so. And so thank you, each and every one of you. Please share me if you like my content. And like I said, there's a lot of different content topics to choose from. I'll be including some nutritional and some workout videos this week and some more fun stuff. I love you guys. God bless your today and all your tomorrows. And again, from Zoe and myself, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you all. Happy Halloween.